Philippines accused a Chinese Coast Guard ship of hitting a Philippine Coast Guard vessel with a military-grade laser and temporarily blinding some of its crew in the disputed South China Sea. Philippine statement said Chinese ship directed a grain laser light twice toward the Malapusqua, causing temporary blindness to her crew at the bridge, and the country called it a blatant violation of Manila's sovereign rights. A Philippine Coast Guard spokesman said that the Chinese Coast Guard had tried to block the Philippine Coast Guard ships in the disputed waters before, but this was the first time it had used lasers and caused physical suffering among the personnel. The Chinese ship also maneuvered dangerously up close, about 137 meters, to block the Philippine patrol vessel BRP Malapusqua from approaching 2nd Thomas Shoal. But Beijing defended its Coast Guard's operation. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Wang Wenbin affirmed the country's claim over the Renai Reef, saying the Philippine vessels trespassed into waters of the Renai Reef without the permission of the Chinese side. He argued that the Chinese Coast Guard responded professionally and with restraint at the site in accordance with China's domestic law and international laws. The Philippines has filed nearly 200 diplomatic protests against China's aggressive actions in the disputed waters in 2022 alone. In Palestine, Palestinian medics said a Palestinian man was killed and 7 others were injured in a shootout with Israeli troops in Nablus, West Bank on Monday. The Palestinian Red Crescent said a man named Amir Bustami was killed during the Israeli army raid, but provided no additional identifying information. It was not clear whether or not he was involved in the shootout. On the other side, Israeli military said it carried out raids across the West Bank overnight and that troops came under fire during the raid. The army said the 2 wanted men were injured in a shootout with soldiers apprehended. Last night, violence was the latest death in surge of Israeli-Palestinian violence that shows no signs of slowing down.